I am underneath a bucket, so that's why I sound funny. I'm trying to keep the camcorder dry. We're going to do a tour of the outside of your house in a rainstorm, and I'll see if I can show you what I've done. So, front of the house, a little bit misty, sorry. Alright, this is a puddle and a little river. We trace this river up. This is going between your house and Richard's house. You can see how waterlogged this is. But we are now come to the end of the trench. So this trench is 8 to 10 inches deep. In this place about 10 inches deep. It's got a 4-inch pipe laid in it and then gravel laid over the top. There's the remnants of 2 tons of gravel that have been used in this project. So we trace this up, and what will happen, the plan is, this is what happened to my house in Clarksville, is over time the grass will sort of grow over the gravel, and then it won't be so noticeable. This section cuts up between your house and Richard's house, and this corner is where the low ground is between your yard and his yard, so that's where sort of all the water collects. I highly recommend do not store anything in that corner. Where you see looking like a little bit of a river there, I've actually dug down about 4 inches, so that section is much lower than the rest of the surrounding garden. If we turn around to where the gate is, so the pipe, it separates there and goes in 2 directions, but this section goes through the gate. As you can see, the gate I've raised the gate grazed the ground around the gate about 4 inches and laid gravel and then put the flagstones on top of that, so we have no more standing water around the gate. Now I'm trying to grow some new grass on the left-hand side there. And again, the hope is, well, what should happen is that the grass will just grow over the gravel in here. So, but as you can see, there's not water collecting on either side of the pathway. All the water has managed to drain off onto the side and run down between the 2 houses. So the trench continues. There's still pipe in the ground here. And then we come around the corner, and then that's where that drain is. And it's sort of, it follows the low contour of the ground here around. And then this is just a little bit of gravel, a little bit of low section up here. So now sections I haven't yet done anything to. Here's the middle of the garden. So, and I'm going to dig a small trench going from right there where it looks dry to the drain to connect that waterlogged part, and then that will drain out. To continue around the deck, come around to the back, and this is where your sump pump empties out and your and the drain empties out. Now these drains do get clogged. I had to unclog 3 of them. I have not unclogged the drain. You will every couple of years you need to get up there and then unclog that, because particulate stuff gets in there that is smaller than the leaves, and it does clog up the drain. But you have your 2 hoses, and then also there is about a 4 to 6 inch trench here with gravel going down, and as you can see, the water area is now on the other side of the fence, just in between your yard and the neighbor's yard. So now up to your poor small animal's home, which is flooded out. Now this section in the middle of the yard drains down here and then out here, and this does work. It's just so much water has come down in the last few hours that it's soaking wet. But there's another small trench running along here over to the fence, and once again dumping it right down in the low ground between the fences. Alright, now the most important section of the garden. In the back corner where you used to store wood, so in the process of doing a couple of raised yard beds back there, halfway through one. Lots flowing down in there. Alright, now in the back here, all of this water drains off of the field and also drains down the back side of Richard's hedge here. And it all drains into one area. Now, in the back corner here, you used to have a concrete pad. The concrete pad is no more. I broke it up and hauled it away last fall and then planted grass. And I also dug about a 4-inch trench that goes right along the edge of the garden there. And that is where all the water in that field back there now goes. It is right there. It all drains right in that corner. So, the next recommendation is that you not store wood or anything, and that sort of the most important area you keep clear is this back corner, because this takes all that water that otherwise will just go into the middle of your garden, and it now flows down the side of the garden and into the drain, which for some reason the trash can is back here. Alright. Move the trash can. Alright, so here all that water now collects and flows in there, and you can actually see it flowing down the side right there. Alright, and that what was happening before was the water was flowing down Richard's or out off of the field. It was hitting this concrete pad here, and then it was all flowing out into the middle of your yard and turning it into a sodden lake. So now we have a minor pond rather than the lake. And actually it's already beginning to soak in, even since I walked over here. So, alright, that's it. I shall put this on YouTube for you to see your house and your new drainage. Goodbye, see you soon.